So it's a good question how to think about critical theory and critical race theory. So critical theory's older. Think of it as the older dad or grandpa, uncle, and critical race theory is downstream a bit. But it's not an easy um, uh, or easily identifiable relationship. It's not as if critical race theory just said, well, let's adopt everything about critical theory and add race. I would take critical race theory to be more of a um, uh, nephew, great nephew to critical theory. Critical race theory would be generally progressive, Marxist leaning, where critical theory is explicitly Marxist and transformed, reworked Marxism. But critical race theory is an attempt to put race front and center in terms of how to make the world right, where the critical theorist, besides economics and traditional Marxism, it was culture that was front and center for the critical theorist. For critical race theorists, clearly race is front and center, and that was not a particularly big emphasis for the critical theorists, with one exception. Herbert Marcuse, one of the four main theorists I treat in the book, his student, Angela Davis, was very much of she herself, a black woman, was an activist, a communist, and you could see a line from Marcuse, a critical theorist, Angela Davis, clearly a race activist, to later critical race theory. But it's more, I would say it's a nephew rather than your firstborn son or something like that.